multi-exclusive dimensional being card with another exclusive. Today's video is going to be about Sun and Cancer, of course, and we got Moon just into Pisces, so you know that's dealing with two water feelings and emotions, way to express your way in a clear, physical, expressional way, and of course we're dealing with the Moon in Pisces, so that's dealing with the inner. You can't see it, but it's there. That's dealing with intuition, your intellect, the, the things you push out as far as your creations, imagination, dreams, the ability to utilize that for your perfection. Of course, also today's number, we're dealing with one, so that's dealing with self. You always got to put yourself first in order for you to basically move around and get through others. And also another thing too, today is Wednesday, so that's dealing with Mercury. That's dealing with taking the communication, interaction with people, places, and things. Make sure you're interacting with people, play out these energies too. Also, another thing what we need to also focus on also is that governs Gemini, and that governs Virgo, which is Mercury. So that's basically three. Thinking that's also dealing with surroundings and locations. Six is dealing with our creations, our day-to-day, daily work at life too. So interact with the people at your job too. And of course, today's cards is the fortune. Now, this card right here, make sure you pray it. Make sure you play it and utilize it for what you want to use it for. Good fortune. Make sure you're in a good state of being when you're using these cards. If you're in a bad state of being, you're gonna bring bad fortune. So make sure you don't want to be bringing bad fortune when we talk about this. Also, we got the magician. So that's playing with the it comes from the feminine, but it's playing with the masculine. So make sure when you utilize your magician, your powers, which is your imagination, the thought and the mind is very powerful. So if you utilize it and you're in a good state of being in good nature, you can bring manifestations down to existence. Feel me? You also got being good vibes. If you in bad vibes and shit, you trying to manifest, but you got a lot of shit on your mind, make sure you have clarity, have clairvoyance. Make sure you meditate before you do these things or play with these cards, because these cards is very powerful. And depending on how you utilize it, it can bring a lot of fortune to your life, and that brings us right back into the Moon and Pisces. So of course, that's the moon is void right now. So basically, the moon just got done from basically having a full moon, taking care of his job. Our mother, she was traveling, getting all those benefits for us to bring it down to existence. So she gotta basically rest herself right now. Right now, so she out there putting in work. She's very strong. She's very powerful. So of course she need a break. So the moon is void right now. So this is a good time to basically start getting ready and start initiating and creating, basically getting back to this drawing board to see what's up. Because basically this is time to go to sleep. When we talk about moon and Pisces, this is dreams, imagination. This is your inner one. This is your intuition. Make sure you have clairvoyance and clarity when you're going inside your genesis to create and manifest your inner words into existence. And of course, that brings us right back to the two, the fishes, basically, your subconscious, which is we're going to separate the spirit from the soul, because the soul and the spirit is two differences. That's dealing with the subconscious, unconscious, and of course with the body, that's consciousness. So basically, let's get back into these energies, because I'm going a little too up. But this is a 2-day cycle, so make sure you utilize the imagination, the way you interact with people in a caring way, and a good feeling, emotional, good expression way, and a good deep desires. Don't get too lost into your desires, but you know what's up. Also, we got Mercury retrograde, so that's dealing with mental breakdowns, people with anxiety and shit. Make sure you clear that out. Make sure you don't think negative, don't bite the fruit. Venus and Gemini, that's dealing with basically being free to interact with people, places, and things, being open and being curious about other things, and just basically picking up information and just being, optimistic about how we perceive information from other people, places, and things. This is a good time to do that shit. We also got Mars and Aries, so that's basically dealing with taking charge and basically having competitive natures. Make sure you're being consistent, because Mars love being in fire signs. They don't like being in the other signs. So Mars want to basically see that beast in you. So bring the beast out of you. Also, we got Jupiter and Capricorn, so that's basically the development, faith, and expression towards what we need to push out in our practical natures and shit. Also, we got Saturn and Capricorn, so that's dealing with keeping track and resisting any negative feelings, emotions. Because Capricorn brings that pain and shit. That's like dad saying, "Yo, you're not doing your work. You ain't getting that. You ain't getting this. You ain't getting that. I'm gonna whoop your ass," type shit. So that's the resistance that we deal with as far as what we need to initiate and create in our practical natures. Also, we got Uranus and Taurus. So there's new ways in finances and property. Everybody being creative now. Everybody making their own business natures and coming out with their new shirts, their new designs, their new business, new making, new model. Do that shit. Keep it up for me and just get with the stars and shit. So everything can play out into your natures. Also, we got basically Neptune and Pisces, so that's basically religion, that's spirituality, awakening. Everybody gonna be in the need of basically getting with their spirit at this time right now, because what's going on. But you should have been doing this shit. So If you lost right now, you lost. If not, you getting right with yourself. You can stay on board. You basically up for the fight and the challenge, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Then you're on track. So basically, don't be falling short right now. We also got Pluto and Capricorn. So Pluto is death, transformation, judgment day. So basically, Pluto is in Capricorn. So that's basically dealing with bricks. That's dealing with structure. That's dealing with reconstruction, and basically redirecting your energy. So if you redirecting your energy in a good way, Pluto won't basically be fucking around with you, breaking shit down. Now if you're doing bad shit, you ain't basically doing nothing and shit, then you gonna fuck yourself up, and Pluto gonna fuck you over, fuck the shit out you, fuck you like you have no point of intention to basically manifesting. Also, we got Chiron and Aries, so that's basically dealing with competitiveness and basically being consistent as far as in the healing way. You need this to basically be able to heal any traumas that took place in your past life. Also, we got North Node and Gemini, so that's seeking knowledge and wisdom, and basically also being a teacher or basically teaching others and shit. So also we got Ascendant and Sagittarius, which is the rising. So you're gonna feel the need to have freedom and express yourself, and basically taking things into consideration as far as being free from other bullshit that don't serve you no purpose. Midhaven is in Libra, so that's basically dealing with charm. That's dealing with the intellect, and it's also exalted into Pisces too. So also another thing, we got Mercury square Mars. So this basically having ways of trying to express your unique individual matters and shit. When you out there, try not to get too lost into the logic, but basically, utilize 50-50. And when we utilize 50-50, things go into our pursuit. Also, we got Venus sextile Mars, so that's basically relying on someone to get the job done. You feel me? You're gonna come push the show. You're gonna have somebody just do all the work for you. Just sit back and relax. So you might get lucky. Basically, appreciate your relationships at this time. Also, damn, where the fuck am I at? Venus sextile Chiron. So that's basically, you're gonna feel the need to basically go out there, go shopping, and eat your life away and shit. As far as whatever you was trying to get rid of as far as negative trauma and shit. But don't eat with this shit on your spirit. Program that food. Make sure you utilize it for what you want to manifest it for, as far as taking away any negative pursuits that's trying to chase you, because your thoughts ain't yours, your feelings and emotions ain't yours. Also, we got Jupiter sextile Neptune. So that's mind, body, and soul, reconnection with the spirit, expansion and growth. I mean, you make sure you're utilizing it into your unique way. Jupiter conjunct Pluto. That's basically good versus evil. So if Jupiter take over, then basically Jupiter would basically expand and growth. If Pluto take over, Pluto going to be taking shit over in a destructive ways, in the dark way too. For me, it ain't all about bad and good, but it can play those roles. Sun opposing Jupiter, that's logic and emotional balances that we need to work on, as far as overthinking and overfilling emotion and being vulnerable about certain things that we shouldn't be vulnerable about. Sunshine Neptune, that's basically dealing with creative and creative pursuits, where we need to basically create and not get too floative into our way of just being our own way, but basically create our own manifestation to come into existence and not get too accustomed to other shit. Moon trine Mercury, that's basically interaction with people, places, and things, and that's a good day to utilize that, because that's two adaptable signs, which is Pisces and Virgo. Mercury squared Chiron, that's basically changing your mind, but you can change your reality. So if you keep thinking negative, that's what you're going to manifest. If you think positive, you're going to manifest positive. Mars conjunct Chiron, that's basically chasing your highest expression of it, and basically pushing forward and utilizing fire to do that. Neptune sextile Pluto, that's basically having global peace all around the world, everybody coming together, working together. Also, we got Sun conjunct Mercury, that's basically stepping it up to the plate and utilizing everybody's own way of uniqueness, to basically taking over their own way of basically manning up and rising above or obstacles. Sun opposing Pluto, so this is basically war and feelings and emotions that you need to basically fight out, as far as what you don't need. And it's basically going to be a battle and shit, depending on your state of being. And if you're strong enough, you could basically get through these turmoils. But if you not, then you're gonna keep experiencing trials and tribulations. So you need to basically rise above that motherfucker. Also, you're gonna be having conflicts with other people, places, and things, because they're gonna pick up what you were pushing out. So be careful and be aware of that. You don't want that. Nobody want that. especially in times like this. Sun squared Chiron, so that's basically killing the pain, muscling through the pain and shit, and utilizing your care energy to make sure you utilize it for what you need to heal it for. And that's also dealing with the mother, your macabre, your titties, your breasts. For me, that's dealing with, female perspective. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody got a titty, which is the chest. Everybody got a stomach, which is the feelings and emotions, which is a bitchy, moody side. But, I say bitch means witch, not the way y'all be basically prescribing it. Also, Jupiter conjunct Saturn, so that's basically reality, duality versus self. So if Jupiter take over, Jupiter gonna be feeling the need to basically do whatever the fuck they want to do. So what's the purpose of conjunction? If we ain't working together, they gotta be balanced. For me, just why you gotta be balanced with the right and the left brain. Also, Saturn conjunct Pluto, that's basically inner outer control as far as what we need to basically be taking over. Now, if you don't take care of your inner and outer control, you don't take care of your inner first, then your outer is gonna be all over the place and very messy. You don't want that. Get right with yourself. Okay, now when we get into these houses and shit, and when we break down the houses, I'm gonna start from 1 to 12. Now find out where Neptune is in your house, as far as where Pisces is in your house, and basically, 1 to 12 is basically from Aries to Pisces. But if you don't know your house, then basically that's what you need to basically look for. But if you need help, just let me know. I'll help you. For me, and this is basically what you need to work on as far as your squares and your opposing energy. But let's get into these houses. When we talk about the first house, you're going to be basically reacting and responding to compassionate and adoptions to environments, to people, places, and things. Anywhere you go, you might just basically feel the need to basically be cool, calm, and collected with other people, places, and things. And you might have a pursuit which you need to fulfill as to help people get uplifted. So, utilize this in a good way, be in good spirits, and make sure you in good nations, and make sure you in the right place at the right time, because shit is very hot out here. Also, second house is dealing with losing things, lack of confidence, indecisiveness, and mistakes. So basically, make sure you meditate, make sure you get right, make sure you write down some information as far as, because retrograde still here, so you might make a mistake and lose your wallet or some shit, or lose your card. So people gonna be losing money, all kind of shit. So be very careful and be very aware, because this is in the second house. That's dealing with materialistic natures and shit. Make sure you meditate. Third house, this dealing with cloudy judgment, thoughts, and lack of order. So make sure you meditate also. Make sure you clear your space and clear your mind and shit, or you're going to be all over the place, and you're going to basically be making mistakes and shit, sending out wrong text messages and shit, and you're just going to have cloudy judgments, and you don't want to have that shit, especially with this retrograde shit still going on. So get right and get tight. So also, fourth house, that's dealing with love, family, and caring and shit. So depending on the state of being this person in, they're going to feel the need to basically utilize that. Also, they might just cook a good meal for their family members and just have care energy, and they will fight and kill for their family members. Also, fifth house is basically using your imagination, jumping into love. So you might feel the need to basically hit up an ex or hit up someone you used to talk to. You're gonna feel the need to push that energy out there. So, but be careful and be aware though. That's basically getting lost into your imagination, but that's what you're supposed to do. Sixth house is basically searching for your higher calling and having balance, and try not to basically overindulge, but be very practical and very stable. Make sure you meditate, get some crystals and gemstones. Seventh house is dealing with saving, partnerships, and having balance and issues. So you might feel the need to basically try to test the waters, or you might not test the waters, but basically put yourself first, and you can find the person that best suits you. Eighth house is dealing with deep desires and shit, detachment from people, and money issues and shit. Try not to gamble or get into any debt or any issues, and be very stable and shit. And kill any negative desires. Also, ninth house is deep travel and dreams, and gathering and coming together and bringing things into order and structure. So basically, you're gonna feel the need to express this in your own unique way. Dream, imagine, and basically be traveling and flying out there and exploring and getting information. 10th house is basically having control and power and being a spiritual leader. So you're going to feel the need to basically react and respond, to be a controllable leader, and basically push forward into get into spirituality, or you're going to be receiving this information or receiving this energy to do so as far from other people, places, and things. 11th house is dealing with wisdom. That's dealing with emotional responses, intuition, humanitarian, and being there for people, places, and things in the needy moments and times right now, especially if you might come across somebody that might have an issue. You went to astrology, you might say, oh, you need to check this chart, some shit like that, helping them out in that way. And 12th house is dealing with psychic freedom, psychic feelings of balance, people, life-threatening issues and circumstances, situations. So basically, make sure when you in this vibe, make sure you clearing your space also. Make sure you meditate. Make sure you get right with yourself too, because you don't want to be all over the place. You don't want to be having no doubts and no pursuits with other people, places, and things, and no conflicts. So make sure you getting right with yourself. And also, pretty much these are the energies of 2 days. And after that, we're gonna be preparing for the moon and Aries, which is Sun in Cancer, Moon in Aries. So that's gonna be a little 'cause they don't like each other, but you know how it goes. But much love, and y'all get with yourself and get into your